Hey, Casey, the state of Texas has been one of the harder hit states, and El Paso are really undergoing some tough times right now.
It's one of the hardest hit cities, Joe. And earlier this month, inmates from the El Paso County Jail were enlisted and paid to help move hundreds of bodies into mobile morgues due to the lack of El Paso city workers available to deal with the overwhelming number of deaths. According to the Washington Post, the National Guard is now in charge of that task. It's a grim one. Funeral homes have turned storage closets into freezers to hold the dead, while a crematorium literally broke down from overuse. Just yesterday, for the first time since mid-October, the city reported 0 virus-related deaths for the day. Joining us now is the Democratic Congresswoman whose district includes El Paso, Veronica Escobar. Congresswoman, good morning. Some grim times in your home city. Thankfully, this vaccine news on the horizon here that we were just talking about with the doctor. But what are you hearing from hospitals in particular in your region about whether they have beds available for people who come in, not just with COVID or COVID-19 cases, but also heart attacks, strokes, all of the other things that afflict people day in and day out? Are the hospitals prepared to help people who show up at their doors?
Well, good morning, Casey. It's good to see you. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances and to talk about this very painful subject. And you're right, El Paso has lived through ongoing trauma. Our community has been through an awful lot. And I do want to recognize our healthcare workers and those folks on the front lines who haven't seen the trauma end since the August 3rd shooting. And it just keeps continuing, and they keep living through really some very difficult, profoundly painful moments. The hospitals are still struggling. We are in regular contact, and I am in regular contact with our hospital CEOs, but I'm also in contact with nurses and with frontline workers. They are stressed. They are terrified. They are exhausted. Some of them are getting sick. Some of them are having to deal with deaths in their own families. While we are, we got some good news, and it feels like we're living through a little bit of a respite. We've got to continue to look at those hospital numbers, because those are the ones that are, those are the numbers that are really worrisome. In addition to that, there is so much financial devastation in addition to the devastation caused by the coronavirus. We have a quarter of El Pasoans who do not have health insurance. We live in a state that refused to expand the Affordable Care Act, and so that's part of why our families are so vulnerable. I am seeing more and more of our families turn to GoFundMe accounts to pay for funerals, to pay for the medical bills that are financially devastating them. And then on top of that, families that are out of work. It's just trauma that continues to compound itself.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.